I should have died in that avalanche. The thought wouldn't leave my mind when I opened my eyes and saw only a vast, white void around me. No sound, no air, just an unbearable weight crushing my chest. My body was frozen, my lungs begged for a breath. Panic clawed at me. I tried to move, but nothing. Then a sound. Faint, distant. Someone digging. Hands. Pulling. Dragging me from beneath the snow. Light pierced the darkness. My body lurched forward as I was yanked into the open. I gasped, gulping down the freezing air. My fingers ached. My face burned from the cold. My head pounded. I was alive, but not all of us were. There were 10 of us. Now 5. The storm howled around us, swallowing our voices. We needed shelter. Fast. Then we saw it. A wooden cabin, half buried in snow. Smoke curling from the chimney. Someone was inside. We trudged forward, fighting against the biting wind. Every step was torture. Wet clothes clung to our bodies. Snow seeped into our boots. We could barely feel our feet. When we finally reached the door, a strange feeling crept over me. Something wasn't right. I pushed the door open. Heat rushed over us. The scent of burning wood filled the air. A fire blazed in the hearth. A pot of water boiled. Coats hung neatly by the door. The table was set, as if someone had just been there. But the cabin was empty. And then we saw it. A red mark, painted on the door. A rough, uneven circle with an eye in the center. A warning? Or something worse? We should have left. But outside, the wind howled, burying the world beneath thick layers of ice. We had no choice. The first night was restless. The wind wailed, rattling the windows. The fire flickered, casting jagged shadows across the walls. Sleep never came. Then footsteps. Slow, heavy, crunching through the snow. We held our breath. A knock. Hollow. Empty. No one moved. Another. Louder. More insistent. We didn't open it. By morning, the storm had calmed. The knocking had stopped. But on the window, a new red mark. Panic set in. We argued. Should we go? Stay? The snow had blocked the door, trapping us inside. The second night, the knocking returned. But this time, it came from inside the cabin. Something had changed. The air felt heavy, thick, as if someone had just exhaled beside me. The fire flickered and died without reason. A deep chill spread through the room, though the doors were shut tight. Whispers, soft, almost inaudible, as if spoken directly into my mind. I turned my head slowly. At the table sat something not entirely human. A shadowed figure, blurred, as if it didn't fully exist. It didn't move, but I felt it watching. My hands trembled. I tried to speak, but my throat closed. I couldn't breathe. Then everything stopped. The light vanished. The fire was gone. The wind silent. Nothing. And then laughter. Low. Menacing. It echoed from everywhere at once. We ran. Bolted. Kicked the door open, sprinting into the storm. The wind tore at us. Ice cut our faces. But none of that mattered. Better to freeze than to stay. I don't know how long we ran. Time ceased to exist. But when I looked back, the cabin was gone. Only snow remained. And on it, a new red mark.